I recently came across a book that completely changed my perspective on life. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and let me tell you, it's more than just a book about decluttering. This book goes beyond owning less stuff and living a minimalistic life. It's about doing more with less, about freeing up your life. We humans are collectors by nature. We hold on to things, whether it's old clothes, notes from college, or kitchen utensils that we might need someday. But the truth is, we often hold on to so many things that we will never actually need again. The key lesson from Marie Kondo's book is not about what to discard, but what to keep. So, let me share with you a simple exercise that I came up with after reading this book. Grab a pen and paper, because we're about to dive into the things that truly bring you joy. Start by listing everything you own that you love. It can be clothes, gadgets, collections, or anything physical that brings you joy every time you use it. Don't overthink it, just write down what comes to mind. Now let's move on to work. List down everything you love about your job or career. These can be specific tasks, colleagues, places, or even certain things you associate with work. Take a moment to appreciate the aspects of your work that truly bring you joy. Lastly, let's focus on leisure. What are the activities you do in your free time that fill you with joy? Whether it's attending concerts, going to the movies, or playing sports, write Own everything that brings happiness to your leisure time. Here's the secret: everything that you didn't write down on any of those lists doesn't bring you joy. It doesn't mean you hate those things, it simply means they don't bring you true happiness. And these are the things that you should remove from your life. For physical possessions, consider selling, donating, or throwing away the things that don't bring you joy. At work, think about ways you can delegate or delete tasks that you dislike, and why. Our leisure time. Find ways to incorporate more of what you truly love. Now, I know this may sound too simple to be true, but trust me, it works. When you start focusing on having and doing only things you love, you'll find yourself happier than ever before. The secret to genius is not complexity, it's simplicity. In addition to this newfound happiness, you'll also experience some added benefits. You'll have more time, as you won't be spending it on maintaining everyday things that don't bring you joy. You'll have less stress, as you eliminate unnecessary and unimportant tasks from your schedule. You'll even enjoy better health, as the decluttered and clear space brings calmness and clarity to your mind. But perhaps the most significant benefit of all is the sense of freedom. The things you own will no longer own you. You'll only have things that truly bring you joy, and that feeling of liberation is truly empowering. So I encourage you to own less, do less, declutter, and simplify your life. You might be surprised at just how much more you'll be able to accomplish when you focus on what truly matters to you. Now, I want to pose a question to you. What actions from this video are you going to implement in your own life? Take a moment to reflect and make a commitment to yourself. And remember, if you found this video valuable, I invite you to consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. A link can be found in the video description. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Some books you read and then forget. Others change a small part of your life. Then there are the rare gems that fundamentally change the way you think, live, and work. Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World by Cal Newport is one of the latter. As the world advances, 3 kinds of people will survive and prosper: owners of capital, or people with access to it, those who can work with intelligent machines and technology, and superstars in their field of work. Deep Work focuses on the third type. To become a superstar, you need to develop 2 skills: the ability to quickly master hard things, and the ability to produce at an elite level, in terms of both quality and speed. Deep work is the concept that interlinks these 2 skills. Hard things are complex, and you need to give them all of your attention and focus. The batching of hard but important intellectual work into long, uninterrupted stretches is key to high productivity. The new law of productivity is high-quality work reduced multiplied by time spent multiplied by intensity of focus. So why aren't we all performing deep work? Deep work is hard, and shallow work is easier. In the absence of clear goals for your job, the visible busyness that surrounds shallow work becomes self-preserving. Our goal is to systematically develop your personal ability to go deep, and by doing so, reap great rewards. Each task on your list can be divided into 2 main categories: deep work and shallow work. Cal Newport defines deep work as professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skill, and are hard to replicate. On the other spectrum, we have shallow work, non-cognitively demanding logistical-style tasks often performed while distracted. These efforts tend not to create much new value in the world and are easy to replicate. These are the rituals of the modern workplace, such as meetings, emails, and reports. While they are hard to escape, you should make a conscious effort to diminish the time spent on them in order to maximize the time you have for deep work activities. The world is a distracting place, and we are more distracted than ever. We constantly engage most of our time on shallow work activities, thus reducing our capacity to perform deep work. As a result, this ability is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable in our economy. Only the few who cultivate this skill and make it the core of their working life will thrive. Deep work is about working smarter, not harder. It is the superpower of the 21st century. In order to make this guide easier to follow, I've broken it down into 5 simple steps. 1. Choose your deep work philosophy. 2. Make deep work a habit. 3. Execute like a business. 4. Remove distractions. 5. Use downtime to enhance deep work efforts. Let's get started. In an environment and culture that makes deep work difficult, we have to add smart routines and rituals to our working life. Design them to minimize the amount of our limited willpower necessary in transitions and maintain unbroken concentration. There are 4 philosophies to integrate deep work into your life on a sustained basis. 1. Monastic. Maximize deep work by minimizing or removing shallow obligations. Isolate yourself for long periods of time without distractions. No shallow work allowed. 2. Bimodal. Divide your time into some clearly defined stretches devoted to deep pursuits and leave rest open to everything else. Reserve a few consecutive days when you will be working like a monastic. You need at least 1 day a week. 3. Rhythmic. The easiest way to consistently start deep work sessions is to transform them into a simple regular habit. The rhythmic philosophy involves creating a routine where you define a specific time period, ideally 3 to 4 hours every day, that you can devote to deep work. 4. Journalistic. Alternate your day between deep and shallow work as it fits your blocks of time. Not recommended to try out first. Decide on your philosophy and start designing your work accordingly. Only you know what works best for you. A strategy that may work for one person can be a failure for another. After choosing your work philosophy, you must ruthlessly commit to scheduling deep work blocks into your calendar and sticking to them. Scheduling in advance takes away the need to use willpower. The key to developing a deep work habit is to move beyond good intentions and add routines and rituals to your working life, designed to minimize the amount of your limited willpower necessary to transition into and maintain a state of unbroken concentration. To make the most out of each session, build rituals and routines to minimize friction in your transition to depth. Where, how long, and how are important aspects of your ritual. Identify a location used only for depth, set a specific time frame for each deep work session, and define rules and processes to keep your RTS structured. Should you ban the internet during deep work sessions? Are there metrics like pages, words, etc. that you can use to measure your work productivity? Support your efforts to go deep by including elements that maximize success, such as starting with a cup of good coffee or making sure you have access to enough food of the right type to maintain energy. Remember, deep work is a skill that can be developed with practice. It's not something you're born with. By implementing the strategy as outlined in this guide, you can harness the power of deep work and become a superstar in your field. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. The link can be found in the description. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Now, I have a question for you. What actions from this video are you going to implement in your life? Let us know in the comments below. Knowing what to do and how to do it are 2 very different things. Individuals and companies focus a lot of time and resources figuring out the what, but fail to figure out how to execute the identified strategy. Execution is more difficult than strategizing. The book The 4 Disciplines of Execution describes 4 disciplines to successfully implement high-level strategies. The first discipline is to focus on the wildly important. This means having a small number of really critical goals that you will pursue with deep work hours. These goals should generate tangible and substantial professional benefits. By narrowing your focus, you can generate a steadier stream of enthusiasm and avoid getting overwhelmed. The second discipline is to act on the lead measures. When measuring your success, there are 2 types of metrics: lag and lead measures. Lag measures are the ultimate goal you are trying to reach, such as the number of papers written. Lead measures, on the other hand, measure the new behaviors that will drive success on the lag measures. For deep work, the relevant lead measure is the time spent in a state of deep work dedicated to your goal. By tracking and prioritizing your deep work hours, you can make progress towards your goals. The third discipline is to keep a compelling scoreboard. People play differently when they're keeping score. In the context of deep work, keeping a scoreboard can be as simple as using a calendar to track your deep work hours completed each day. Circle the days that produce tangible results, such as solving a key problem. This visual representation of progress can keep you motivated and focused. The fourth discipline is to create a cadence of accountability. You need regular accountability towards your wildly important goal. Get into the habit of a weekly review in which you plan for the work week ahead and track your progress. By setting aside dedicated time to review your goals and actions, you create a system of accountability that keeps you on track. In our world of distractions, it's becoming increasingly difficult to focus and execute effectively. Our attention span has decreased, and our brains crave distraction. However, deliberate focused work is essential for success. Here are some strategies to remove distractions and improve focus. 1. Headphones. Invest in noise-canceling headphones, like the Bose Quiet Comfort 35, to create a barrier to interruption and signal to coworkers that you're in deep work mode. 2. Work remotely if possible. Ask for a half day of remote work, preferably in the mornings when you're most focused and productive. 3. Email. Treat email as a todo and schedule specific times in your calendar to handle it, such as late morning and late evening. Avoid checking email outside of these designated times. 4. Disable phone notifications. Turn off all unnecessary notifications on your phone. If something is truly urgent, people will call you. 5. Schedule internet time. Set specific times in advance when you'll allow yourself to use the internet. Restricting your usage at home can improve your concentration and focus. 6. Clear to neutral at the end of each workday. Close all tabs and programs, delete or move files from downloads, empty the trash, and shut off your computer. This clears your digital workspace and helps you start fresh the next day. While focused work is important, it's equally important to prioritize rest. Research shows that we can only maintain intense focus for about 4 hours a day. Rest is crucial for enhancing your deep work efforts. Here's why downtime is so important. 1. New insights. When your conscious mind rests, your unconscious mind takes over and may provide valuable insights, creative ideas, or consolidate memories. 2. Recharge. Rest fills up the energy needed to work deeply. By giving yourself time to rest, you restore your ability to direct your attention effectively. 3. Evening work is usually not important. Tasks that you fit into your downtime are typically low-value activities. Don't advance your career significantly. Don't sacrifice quality rest for unimportant work. To master the skill of rest, you can practice the following. 1. Quit social media. Social media notifications can be distracting and hinder your ability to focus. Practice limiting your social media use and prioritize deep work instead. 2. Practice saying no. Be selective when deciding which opportunities to pursue. Every time you fail to say no, you're saying yes by default and reducing your ability to focus. 3. Meditate. Spend 10 minutes meditating in the morning to increase your ability to focus throughout the day. Meditation can help calm your mind and improve concentration. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all model for deep work. You need to find the strategies that work best for you and adapt them to your own life. Once you find your rhythm, you'll become unstoppable. So, what actions will you implement in your life after watching this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. Link to our tip jar can be found in the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more valuable content.